Hey everyone, did you know that Printify has a new section for t-shirt trends, current t-shirt trends? I just noticed this recently, so I wanted to share it with you. Not only do they show the trends, but it can go step by step and create designs with AI for these trends right inside of Printify, and you can use it. What I think would be cool though is to see these trends and compare them to what ProfitTree is saying in Etsy. So I'm going to go step by step. There's 9 trends and we're going to compare them, type in the search with ProfitTree and see if they match. Does the Printify trends match what's showing on ProfitTree on Etsy? I think it'll be a great video, and then we can see examples of what's actually selling in Etsy for these trends. So lots to see in this video. Let's go to Printify right now and I'll show you that section that I'm seeing. Alright, so here I am in Printify. You can see I'm signed in and here's what I'm talking about. It says new, turn today's hottest trends into your next product. So they have like the step-by-step process and they're gonna show you, well, let's just click on this and I'll show you what you mean. So here it is. First step is choose a trend, but here's all 9 trends. So we got that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna go over each of them and compare them to what I find on ProfitTree or with ProfitTree on Etsy. But before we do that, I wanted to show you real quick. So you can see choose a trend, then design, then select products, then publish products. I'm not gonna show you all of those steps. I'm gonna just show you one of those steps. So first, choose trend. Let's say this is the trend, soccer championship, country pride. I'd be really careful about country soccer t-shirts on Amazon. There's a good way to do it, but definitely don't put FIFA, don't put 2026 soccer. Well, just don't make it a fan base. You can't use, actual logos and stuff for the countries stuff. So like if you're doing Mexico, don't use the Mexico logo that's already in FIFA, or the numbers or the names of the people and things like that. But you can do, Brazil soccer and things like that. So here we go, choose trend, and then it just will generate your design. You don't have to do anything here. You can view and edit the prompt, but I'm just going to hit this one click button and let's see how fast it does it. It says it's going to only take a minute. It's going to take it based off of this soccer championship country pride. So I don't know if it's going to go Brazil. Oh, it did Mexico. So cool. I think this may be okay because it's not using the official Mexican or Mexico logo and things like that. It is soccer, so it's kind of iffy, but it may be okay. I would definitely be even more generic for soccer. We're going to see some examples in Etsy, but you can hit generate new if you want, or I think I'm in the way here. Yeah, you can select products. So the next step would be select products, and you can put these on your products, put it in your store and ready to go, which is pretty cool that it does that. It's a nice design actually, and I think it's all knocked out and the artwork's great. The text is great and everything. So that's how you do it. I'm not going to show you how to do that. Let me know if you want to get full tutorial on this and putting it in your products and see how it works and putting it on Etsy or Shopify. I can do that later. This video is more about comparing if these trends are hot right now, but I wanted to show you a little bit that Printify actually has some really cool AI here. So let's go back to the trends, and then I'm going to go to ProfitTree and open it up, and then we're going to compare each one. So first soccer, then summer, then mental health, and so on. So here I am on ProfitTree. I'm just using the $67 lifetime plan here, and I get all these things. I show a lot of this on some of my videos, but I haven't done this in a while where there's actually an app too for ProfitTree. So you can do your profit tracking, the products and everything, and you can come in here and actually search. So I haven't done this for a while, but I'm going to just do soccer like this, t-shirt, t-shirt. Actually, I'm just going to do t-shirt like that. And let's see what comes up. It's going to search all of Etsy and do t-shirts right here. And you can see some of the soccer t-shirts by monthly sales. You can do it by demand as well. We have these cool new things for demand. You can see which ones sold the most, which one is in the most carts for soccer, which has the most views right here. So that's kind of a cool one, but I like just doing monthly sales just to see that. And you can see it has a niche score right here. So I'm going to click over here and it says 90 plus, which is 98 right here for soccer t-shirts. it says worth getting into. So it kind of matches what we are seeing on the Printify side, that soccer is really popular. And of course, World Cup is coming up and stuff. You just got to be careful not to do any copyrighted things for the specific teams of soccer. So we can see here more generic. That's my Soccer Mom or Soccer Power Sideline Club. That's really good for watching soccer. Soccer in a Heart. See, this is way more generic. And they're getting sales. Soccer Mom, Soccer Dad, Custom Soccer. See, they're staying away from like the more specific, like Mexico and Argentina and the teams that are in the World Cup. But I think these still would do really well. Soccer Mom again, a lot of Soccer Mom stuff on Etsy. But soccer as a whole is huge on Etsy right now. So yes, I would say that's a good one. So going back here to Printify, the next one here is Summer Aesthetic. I'm just going to do summer. Same thing, you can choose this trend and have Printify do an AI. It's really cool that it can do all of these, but let's do summer. Let's go back to ProfitTree. I'm going to type in summer here, and this is going to be huge again, I believe, because we're going into summer. Of course, people love wearing summer t-shirts. This one has a niche score of 87. Let's see, 87 is still easy to succeed. I think it's because it's just so broad. Summer, we probably would have to niche down a little bit. Maybe Summer Aesthetic. Yeah, Summer Aesthetic. Summer Aesthetic. Good. I'm going to hit enter. And 99. So that's a little better. Summer Aesthetic t-shirt. Let's see what it comes up with. We got some comfort colors. We got flowers. We got... Oh, these are more mock-ups. I'm going to say physical products. So let's do this. I'm going to go to filter. You can do this in ProfitTree as well. Go to filter and come down here to listing type. We're going to do physical and then search. All right. So the mockups were digital, I believe. Yeah. So we got rid of the mockups. Okay. So we got a flower t-shirt, flamingo, palm trees, bananas, and so on. So yeah, these summer aesthetic t-shirts, you can see these are doing really, really well. Tons of monthly sales, monthly revenue in total. And again, we can do this demand thing. We can see how many have sold recently to very hot right here in carts and views and so on. So really neat how that works. Like I said, I like monthly sales or monthly revenue. I think those probably are the best ones. But there's a whole bunch of things on here too that you can look at with ProfitTree. So I'm not going to go over everything on the table. I want to get through all of this, but you can see the score of Summer Aesthetic, just like Printify was saying, is exactly what ProfitTree is saying for Etsy. Definitely worth getting into. So let's do another one. Let's go back here. Let's take a look at number 3, Mental Health Matters. I'm going to do that. Type in Mental Health Matters. And let's see. So it's really cool that you can search all of these on here and kind of validate what is going on with Printify. And yes, a score of 100. Doesn't get better than that. 48 sales here. Mental Health Matters. Exactly what it was saying. You can see some of these things. And if you want to see it bigger, you can actually view on Etsy. So this will open it in another tab. So check that out. Mental Health Matters all day, every day. I think this is actually a print. So it's not, because it's $4. Is it really a t-shirt? Oh, it is a t-shirt. I think they do the low price for some of the smaller stuff. So pretty cool. Mental Health Matters, definitely a big one. Number 4, Respect the Locals. I've been seeing this a lot on Etsy. Let's see what ProfitTree says. Respect the Locals. Boom. This was definitely about animals, and another 100 score. Good on Printify knows. And check this out. Respect the locals. Respect the locals. I like that one. I think this one's really cool. Let's view that on Etsy and see, yeah, with the animals and respect the locals. Really cool vintage style. Again, with ProfitTree, you also get the radar here, the Etsy radar, and you can see this when you go into it. So kind of cool. You can see total revenue, got a lot of sales, only a 5-month listing age, which is really cool, which means it's getting sales. It's pretty new and it's still getting lots and lots of sales. So really cool to have ProfitTree do that for you. Let's take a look at another one here. Number 5, Oklahoma Basketball Pride. Okay, so this is another one like the soccer one. Sports are really tough. I wouldn't actually put Oklahoma basketball on here. For those of you that don't know the NBA, let me show you something. So this is ESPN and the NBA playoff bracket, which is happening. And you can see the Oklahoma Thunder is right here, and they're ranked number 1 right now. And they're going close to going into the finals here. But you don't want to make designs for NBA, any NBA, whether it be Oklahoma or San Antonio or any New York Knicks or anything. Just stay away. Basketball itself is good. You can like soccer, you can be a basketball fan and stuff. So I would definitely stay away from Oklahoma basketball. And best in the West, they're best in the West because this is the Western Conference, and they are number 1. So, but I would stay away from that. What I'm gonna do here is just do basketball t-shirt. So let's see if basketball, I know it's pretty broad, but it's safer in my opinion. And we can see 99 score, that's great. And I don't know why soccer's in there, but you can see basketball, birthday basketball, yeah, your team. You can do like personalized ones here. Let's see some other ones. I would stay with, but this one's a good one. So that's a transfer. Let's do this again. Filter. Do I still have physical? Oh yeah, we do have physical, but let me do, usually transfers are less expensive. So I'm gonna do this at $15 price. So it's more like a t-shirt, which you can do with ProfitTree, kind of cool. And then let's take a look at some of these ones here. So I already did that. We can go over, I would stay away from Mickey Mouse too, or any famous NBA thing. So basketball is a tough one. Let's see if I can find a good one here. This one's kind of cool. Let's view this on Etsy. So it's volleyball and basketball together. Kind of a cool mashup. So I think that one's a neat one. But I would say play it safe with basketball. You can do basketball mom or I love basketball or something more generic. And you can see it's still pretty high here. But that's what I would do. And I would stay away from Oklahoma basketball or any basketball team like that, whether it be NBA or college or anything like that. I would stay away from that personally because you definitely can get banned on Amazon as well as get copyright infringements on any site really. All right, just 3 more or a few more here. Pharaoh era, I've seen this a lot. So let's go here to ProfitTree and type in Pharaoh t-shirt and let's see what comes up. I'm sure a lot of raccoons and possums and things like that we'll see here. 99 score, pretty high. This one's pretty cool. Last day of school, I've seen this one a lot. Y'all were Pharaoh, there's the Pharaoh, but I low-key love you. For t-shirts or for school going into the summer. Let's see what this one, Pharaoh Moms Club, kind of a cool one here on Etsy. So again, we can see right here, ProfitTree brings it up. Total revenue 38K, pretty cool. Pharaoh is huge on Etsy right now. So I think, yeah, the 99 score, obvious, and you can see some of the revenues that we're getting here. Monthly sales and total revenues and monthly revenues, huge one for Pharaoh. So yes, Printify, you did it again. I agree with that one. Pharaoh's definitely on the top here. Everything hallelujah. So I think I can do hallelujah, or let's try hallelujah. Is that how you spell it? H. Yeah, hallelujah. Okay, I'm gonna hit enter. And let's see, 100 score, that's crazy. This one has a little less, you notice in the monthly sales, not as high as some of the other ones. But let's see what's on here. Everything hallelujah. Yeah, that's exactly what it said, what Printify said, everything hallelujah. Let's see this one. This one says everything hallelujah as well. So good on Printify for finding this. I think this one doesn't have as much competition. It does have 100 score, which says worth getting into, but you can see a lot less sales on this one. So maybe might be harder to get sales on this one, but definitely some of them are getting sales. Like the monthly revenue on some of these are pretty high. So maybe this is one that's could potentially get more, but right now it's not as we're seeing with the Faro one and some of the other ones. So keep your eye on this one. I think it could be something that goes up later. Next one is hot dogs humor. So I'm just going to do hot dog and see. I think most of them are going to be funny anyway. It's just a funny subject. And we're getting into summer, so hot dogs, a lot of hot dogs are being eaten in the 4th of July and summer times. And look at this, monthly sales, again, not as high as the other ones that we've seen before, but pretty good monthly revenue. I mean, that's pretty good in total revenue. Hot dog is kind of more evergreen anyway. So let's see this bestseller here, hot dog. That's a great graphic on there. Let's see this one right here. Glizzy summer with the hot dog. That's pretty funny. That's really vintage looking. And then the hot dog moon. That's pretty cool. So those are some ideas, and you can see some other ones as we scroll over here. Oh, that one's really cool. More hot dog moon and stuff like that. So pretty funny. Another 100 score on ProfitTree, which is really cool. Okay, last one. White Boy of the Year meme. I think this is kind of old. I heard of this like months ago, maybe even 7 months ago, but maybe it's making a resurgence. I don't know. Let's go to ProfitTree and do White Boy of the Year and see what comes up. My guess is going to be pretty low. Yeah, so even lower sales than the other one. Let's see if any of these. This one actually does say White Boy of the Year. It got 3 sales in the month. Like I said, I think this is something, you can see the total revenue is really high, but this month's kind of low. I think this is an award that was given to Timothy Chalamet a while ago, and maybe people are still buying these. I'm sure it was a lot more relevant a while ago, but there's still some. Like this one didn't get any monthly sales yet, so I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't think it's, even though it says 100 score here, I think it's not one that as popular as some of the other ones. You can see this is all of them, and only I think it's getting the 100 score because of these right here. These two got a lot of sales. So out of all of these, I think this was the one that I think I wouldn't get into. I would definitely try any of these other ones, but I would save this for last, or try and make more of these, because I really don't think, in my opinion, even though ProfitTree said 100 and this one is saying this is really popular, I really don't know about this. And tell me if I'm wrong. Leave a comment if you think that White Boy Summer or White Boy of the Year is going to be big in the summer coming up. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it kind of makes sense, because maybe you're trying to get a tan and you're White Boy of the Year. I don't know how that's going to work out, but try it out. I mean, what can you lose here? But I definitely think out of the 9, it's probably the reason why it's number 9 is because a lot of these are a lot more strong than the other ones, and we saw that with ProfitTree. So if you want to test these out or anything else, I would do the same thing. Just type in your idea here, like maybe it's summertime, so it's grilling time. You can do grilling t-shirt and kind of see, and it will give you the niche score, and you can kind of get ideas. But look at these monthly sales and revenues as well, and that's going to give you an idea of how popular it is right now. Where you saw the other one, like which one did we see that was super popular? Respect the Locals, right? That one's like just really trending right now. So just to give you oh, I should have said locals. You can see when I did Respect the Locals here, the monthly sales way higher. So I would look for something more like that. And the teens or higher. You don't want to look for like just single digits. I think the Faro one also was a big one here. So boom, let's try this last one. Yeah, look at that. Those are the kinds of numbers I would say. Again, that's more competition, but you can definitely see that more people are buying those things. So you're gonna have to weigh the different things there, but I think Faro is definitely a good keyword right now that's selling a lot on Etsy. So now if you want to see what I'm seeing here, I'm just using, like I said, the $67 lifetime plan, and I'll put a link in the description for this, but you'll see exactly what I see. You can use this table. You can also use the Etsy radar that when you're in Etsy. So for example, if I'm going to Etsy and I search for grilling t-shirt, for example, and it pulls up, I have this Etsy radar enabled, which is part of the $67 lifetime. And you'll see that it starts putting in those right here too. So you can see some data about what if this is selling, like that one's not selling, but this one is. We saw it's a bestseller, and revenue and all of those things. And this can help you like figure out what direction to take your designs. Like, should I go more for hot dogs or grilling, or what kind of style? Like, should I do a vintage style? People are buying those kinds of things. So it's really helpful to kind of help you, because you can design whatever, but to know what is actually selling on Etsy is a great way to kind of know what direction to take and what style and all of that. So again, this is ProfitTree. I really like it. I've been using it for a while, and it just really gives you a lot of data, especially on Etsy. And what sells on Etsy a lot of times sells on Amazon and Shopify and all those things. So it's really good for any of those things. So there you go. Those are the 9 trends on Printify that I saw recently, and I'm sure they're going to update them. You saw all of those are pretty current. Like the basketball one is current right now. They're doing the NBA finals. So look for those, and if you have Printify, you can see them change as we go closer and closer. And if you want me to do a video on how to get those AI designs to your Etsy shop, let me know that in the comments. Put a comment in there for Etsy. So if you want to see more about t-shirt design, I'll put my latest t-shirt design video right here. This is where I take a design from Target and show you how to make it on Canva using those tools. So it's pretty cool. So you can learn how to do it, use the right graphics and all the right fonts and everything. So thanks again for watching. And as always, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.